Okay, let's look at this. This looks to be like a poster art ad for the game. We can even zoom in and out. Oh. That's pretty neat. Very classical style art. I wish that there was credit. Unfortunately, I don't see any credit for the art. This seems to be a Japanese version of the poster. My sense is that we could probably find out who the artist is if we did a bit of research, but obviously I'm not going to do that now. Yeah, so I'd really like to get a single piece of the, you know, just like a focused piece of artwork on the thief there, for example. Here's some of the characters. You can kind of take a look at the art this way at least. Just so good. I really like many of the artists who did this work. They still are at Capcom today, if I'm not mistaken. But I really love this art style, and I think it'd be really cool to see a game that reflected it. Unfortunately, I feel like not many games really from Capcom have really captured this look. Maybe Street Fighter 3 being the closest. Like, so sweet. So cool. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these artists did stuff that for other games at Capcom that we all know and love, like Street Fighter and maybe even the Phoenix Wright games and Dragon's Dogma. This is cool. Look at this. This is really neat. See, they really thought about the characters having a personality and all of these funny little animations to kind of fill you in on maybe what some scenes would be like in between all the bashing and the fighting, and it doesn't necessarily impact the game at all, like when you're playing the game, but like when you think about just the designs of those characters, you get the sense that that they really did think about them, you know, like beyond your typical D&D designs or video game character, fantasy character designs. We often talk about that with character design is do they have personality, and yeah, as simple as they are, the characters do have some personality. Bacon. Now I need to find out who drew this. Yeah, I feel like we can find that out. So maybe if I turn this into a YouTube video, I can kind of add in some of the credits. There's a couple of sites that you can go to look into that. There's a website called Creative Uncut, and I'm pretty sure they have some credited artwork. But yeah, that's something that they really should have done here is add in the credits. Look at this Gandalf looking guy. Really cool. Yeah, because I recall looking at the Dragon's Dogma concept art, and it did seem very similar. I just don't want to even attempt to guess at the names, because I'm gonna get it wrong. I'm gonna botch it. This looks really cool. I love the full color artwork. Great stuff. Look at the pose and everything. That is so cool. And this would have been at a time where I suspect that they wouldn't be using digital art at all. These would have been colors, watercolors. Nishimura, Kinu Nishimura. Okay. Yeah, I love her work. I feel like I've seen her work elsewhere, like from a long time ago, but I mostly remember her nowadays for her designs in 999, classic DS game with some very classic designs, very memorable designs. So I'm not actually sure if Kinu Nishimura is a freelancer then at this point, if she's been doing work outside of Capcom like 999. I'm not actually sure about that. Oh, and recently I saw Gundam Recognusta in G, or G Reco. And Bacon told me that she did the designs for all the characters, and you can see it. I really like the character designs of that show. The show itself is okay, but the designs are very, very good. So yeah, let's just go through all of this stuff, guys, and then we'll queue up another game. Great stuff. This elf, this is like a classic elf design, clearly inspired by kind of like Record of Lodoss Wars. Very reminiscent of that, but yeah, like just this pose here. It's not something that you ever see in the game, but it just, you know, it just has so much personality. I love that. It's so cool. And the wizard too. Here's the wizard, or the sorcerer, magic user. And his design, I remember seeing his design for the first time at the arcades. And he's not in the first game, so saw his character, and he's just like this spiky-haired guy with wearing just like completely one single color, and you barely can like see his shape, like his body. It's just really a big cloak, and you can see like his arms sticking out. I just thought that was the coolest design. Deedlit from Lodoss Wars. That's right. That's right. Such a cool design. He almost looks like he should be a bad guy or something, right? And yet he's one of the hero characters. I always thought that was cool. So cool. This looks to be a move list. Don't really need to look at this for too long. Although there's this funny little four coma comic. Is that what they call it? 4-panel comic. Looks like they're playing that game that they played in One Punch Man in one of those episodes where you have to use your reactions. If you lose rock, paper, scissors, you have to react fast enough and block it with a shield. And it looks like the warrior is faster than the dwarf. I don't really get the joke. That's okay. Another comic here. Looks like these are maybe the devs working on the game. D&D 2. They're all sleeping at the table, and a fairy is whispering in their ear. This looks to be a kobold in the corner. Time for Google Translate. Kobold in the corner running, picking up loot, grabbing stuff. I'm glad that some of this artwork has been preserved. I'm sure it's in the art book. I'm pretty sure you have the art book there, Bacon. This looks to be some sort of pathway thing, showing you the different paths you can take, maybe? This looks to be the staff. Shoutouts to all these guys. Can we recognize some of these names? Eno? Who's Eno? Well, I'm pretty sure the Vanillaware guy, what's his name? The Vanillaware director? Pretty sure he's one of the staff members, right? It looks like the dwarf might have some feelings towards the wizard here, judging by this image. Secret file. Oh, I think that might be it for that.